What's up, y'all? This is the One Nation Podcast 864, and this is the Realtor Edition. And I'm just going to tell y'all today, we got a very special guest in the building, man. We got Miss Kimberly Jenkins, a personal friend of mine, and she is doing her thing now on the realtor scene. Now, I'm going to break this down for y'all. I'm going to explain this. We had two more young ladies, but unfortunately, things happen. They had to go do some showings today and stuff like that. Kim understands how that is. So one of them may be joining us shortly, but until then, we're going to get this ball rolling, man. And this is how we're going to do this. I'm going to put this phone down, and y'all know nothing I do or say is written down. Everything's off the top of the head, Kim. So, Kim, how you doing today?
I'm doing awesome. I'm honored to be here today, so thank you for having me.
You already know that. And I just want to let y'all know, man, that to give a little story, I'm proud of her. I've seen her grow where she's gotten to, and I'm gonna let her tell y'all a little bit about herself. Like, Kim, tell people a little bit like where you're from, how you got started in realtor, and you just give people a little bit of background about yourself.
So I'm gonna start off by saying thank God for growth,
Gotcha.
because I have come a long way. Born and raised Charleston, South Carolina, hometown. I actually came to school. USC Upstate in Spartanburg back in 2009. And that's what actually brought me to the 864 area. At the time, school wasn't the thing for me. And I come from a background of real estate. My mom did real estate for 25 years. So it's something that I grew up around constantly. And she, pushed me when I turned 18 to get my license. And I just wasn't there yet.
You weren't ready yet.
I wasn't there yet. It takes a certain, type of mind frame, especially when you're dealing with, paperwork and, one of the biggest decisions of people's lives.
You're right.
So, it just wasn't something, I wasn't ready to take that step.
You weren't ready to take that leap yet. And I understand that. You're right. And sometimes our family members may want us to do something, or a friend may want us to do something, but it's really, I call it God's time. And it's really when, you want to take that leap. And that's the biggest thing, we all got to understand. I mean, it's a lot of things we all want to do, but you got to sit back. And one thing I'm going to point out what she said is growth. And I think me and her both have came a long way in that area. And what I've learned over the years is that, time is precious, and if you say you're going to do something, do it, but don't rush it because somebody else wants you to do it. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's major, man. But now you are a realtor.
Yes, I am.
Shouts out to you. So let me ask you this: how did that come by? I heard you just say did you say your mom was a realtor?
Yes.
Now, is that something you wanted to do because you've seen her do it, or is it just something you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna do this and give it a try?
So let me back up a little bit.
Come on.
College thing didn't work for me.
Okay.
I ended up going into restaurant management.
Okay.
And that was something that I'm really good at, really, a people person.
Right.
And, it worked for me. And when it got to that point that, my life shifted, I had to shift along with it.
Gotcha.
So, when that life shifted and I worked my way up in the restaurant industry and got all the way up to, possible promotions for assistant general manager, and things of that nature. It made me realize, I'm tired of punching the clock for someone else.
I'm glad you said that. And, you're doing your thing now. You done got there. I got a taste of it when I was younger about, I don't want to punch no clock for nobody else, and now I'm back to that point again. So since you're sticking with that right there, and you're a realtor, I want you to take a little time and tell me something. How good does it feel not to clock in for somebody every morning? You just do your own thing.
It feels amazing. It is the greatest feeling in the world to know that if I want to sleep in one day,
you sleep in.
do it. If I want to take a week-long vacation, I can do it. If I want to,
y'all hear this?
If I want to take that vacation and turn my phone off, I can do it.
That's somebody.
Because, I've set myself up for success along the way. And I say all this, it's not easy.
It's not.
Because at the end of the day, I have to treat it like it is a business.
Right.
That's one of the biggest things that I would say. I get inquiries on the daily.
All the time.
I want to get my real estate license. Oh, I want to do this. Can I, in the world, in the day of, $1 million listings, and selling Sunset, and selling Tampa, and all of these shows. Man. Not saying that these shows aren't great, for shining the light on the real estate industry, but there are certain things that are unrealistic.
True.
It doesn't show, a lot of the hard work behind the scenes. It doesn't show, they don't show the 7 months
the grind,
without a sale.
And let me ask you that. How is that behind the scenes? Because I know people want to get their real estate license, but it's a grind in that. Now let me ask you something. How long does it take you to get your license?
So depending on the state, and I will speak for North and South Carolina, roughly about 75 hours is required. When it comes to the schooling part of it. Once you take the course, there is also a test behind it as well. And you have to pass that exam. And then once you pass the school test, then there's a state exam that you have to sit for.
So it's another exam you got to.
So it's not just the one test. There's the state exam that you have to take. So
y'all hear this?
I was fortunate enough. I passed my class test on the first try.
Good shot.
The state test, not so much. There was a state and a national portion. I passed the national portion the first time. The state portion, I missed it by 2 questions the first time.
Well, but all that matters, Kim, that you stuck with it. And you got it, because sometimes it takes things longer, but we ain't worried about that. You here now, you doing your thing, and I'm proud of you. But ladies and gentlemen, if y'all watching this, I'm gonna jump into it because we all got a lot of questions. Like, where do we start? We want to purchase a home and stuff like that. So what I did, I got a few questions from a few people, and I'm gonna start with my questions first before I get to them. So this is what I want to know. You done broke down the what you have to do to get your real estate license. Now, when it comes to showing a home, I want to know what's the process of that, because I hear a lot of realtors say, okay, I got a home to show, like a couple of the young ladies today said they had a home to show. Now, I'm just be honest with y'all, when we got our house, we didn't go through that. It's like a family thing. It was given to us, but I'm ready to take that next leap. And I was talking to her earlier and she told me a few things, but when it comes to showing a home, what all goes into that?
So, when you see an agent at that process of showing a home, there are several steps before that.
Okay, that's why I figured.
So let's get into those steps a little bit.
All right.
Ultimately, when you decide, hey, I want to buy my house, I'm ready to take that leap. The first step ultimately is to have a conversation with the lender, with the mortgage lender. That mortgage lender, we are completely separate, but we work together.
Gotcha.
That mortgage lender is the person that handles the finances behind the transaction. You will go to that mortgage lender and say, hey, I want to buy a house. I have an idea of what I want my monthly payment to be. What does that look like for me? So that lender will request your W-2s.
Oh, they want everything.
Bank statements.
They
want to know, what kind of debt they have, and they will pull your credit. That's one thing that they have to do.
True.
And I know, there's this negative stigma about your credit being pulled. But that's a part of the process that's required. Realistically, because they have to be able to, see what's on that credit report, see what your recurring debts are monthly. And when they do that, they calculate a formula of what we call a DTI or a debt to income ratio.
Debt to income ratio. I'm taking all this in. I'm letting you know.
Based off of that debt to income ratio, and what you can show in the bank is your reserves, and ultimately what your credit score is, they will take all those numbers and they will say, hey, you either you're ready to purchase right now,
or you're not.
If you're ready to purchase right now, they will give you a number based off of those required, or based off of those criteria, They say, hey, you're pre-approved for, 300,000, or you're pre-approved up to, 275,000.
I got you.
Or if you're not pre-approved at the time. And that's why it's important to work with an experienced agent.
Gotcha.
All of the lenders that I work with closely, they understand my expectations with my clients, and they understand that if it's someone that's not pre-approved right now, we need to have a pathway for them to get there.
Gotcha. And see, that's a good thing. You know, at least, you know, you're not leaving them out to dry. You know what I mean? You're keeping it. Some people take honesty the wrong way, but, you know, we're dealing with it like what you just said, like a real agent. You know, they let you know, okay, this is what it's going to be up front. We need to listen to that. You can't get mad at that because we were just talking about, I said, well, what if I go out and I find a home that I really love? And then I go back and they tell me, you know, you can't get that today. And that can really crush you. So take the steps that you need to take. But that's one of the questions I had, like the showing. I didn't know what went on to that. Now, this is one of the things I'm talking about, credit. Where does your credit normally have to be in purchasing, let me say, you know what I mean when I say an all right home. You know, I don't want to get it all that, but where your credit score probably need to be.
Okay, so that credit thing, credit is it's one of those topics that is like, oh, we really got to get into it. Yes, let's talk credit a little bit. Okay. So, one of the certifications that I have is I'm actually a workforce housing specialist.
Okay.
So I specialize in helping individuals like you and me.
Okay.
Nurses, doctors, teachers,
stuff like that. I got
get
you.
into home ownership.
I got you.
And there are a lot of programs available.
And I need to know them when this is over.
There's a lot of programs available. Whether it be Palmetto Heroes, which helps with teachers, and firefighters, and, EMT techs. And
I didn't know that.
Nature.
Okay.
The state actually offers a lot of programs where they give XYZ amount of money to down payment assistance. To help with down payment and closing costs and things of that nature.
Okay. I didn't know all that.
With that credit piece involved, they have criteria as well. If they're going to give you money. But there's going to be an expectation.
There's going to be something behind it.
There's going to be something.
I got you.
And the good rule of thumb is, in order to be able to qualify for these programs, is a 640 credit score.
Okay.
And yes, you can buy a home with a credit score less than that.
Okay, now jump into that for me. How does that work? Because I hear some of these things on the radio. You can get a home with a credit score of 590 or something like that. But I always thought when I was coming through, I can't get no home with that credit score. And thank God my credit score is higher than that now. But how is that possible to get you a home with a credit score like 590, 580?
So yes, each lender is different. Each lender has.
Yeah, I guess it's like
criteria.
Find the right lender.
Yes.
I got you.
Find that right lender.
Okay.
There are lenders that will approve a mortgage for a 580 or a 590 credit score.
Well, I just got to find them. Huh?
With that being said.
Here we go.
That being said, the lower your credit score, the higher your interest rate.
I figured that. Y'all heard that right. Lower your credit score, higher your interest rate. So basically, that credit score, you can get a home like she just said with that, but you might want to bump that credit score up a little bit. I got you.
I honestly, and I'm a realist, and
tell her like it is.
How I, maintain such a great relationship with my clients because I just want to make sure that everyone, understands what's going on. Yes, you can get a mortgage with a 580 credit score. It's definitely not something that I recommend. I always shoot for the minimum 640 because if we're looking for someone that is possibly interested in some of these down payment assistance programs or the Palmetto Fellows or whatever it may be, those requirements put you at a 640.
I got you.
And like I said, those interest rates are things that are important.
True.
The interest rate determines your payment.
True. And with that being said, one of our other realtors is here now. She's in the building. I'm gonna slide to the middle, get her set up. But I'm gonna let her introduce herself when she get over here. So I'm gonna let her do this. Can you clip that for her? Let me slide over Kim. And like I say, it's just the whole thought of like with me, I really want that home. You know what I mean? I don't want to buy I don't want to buy nothing. I want something for the. Introduce yourself, Miss Lady. We got our new realtor in the building today.
Hey, I'm Kandra Flack with Excel Real Estate.
Whatever you want to say. We done started.
Okay.
But let me explain this. She made it. She was a little bit behind because she was out working. So, this is what these young ladies do. They're realtors. They do their thing. They're working. Y'all heard a little bit about Kim. We're going to get back to her in a minute, but we're going to get to Kandra a little bit, and I told her I got some questions people done send in. They want me to ask you guys or whatever, how to get a home and stuff like that. But if we can hear a little bit, how do you got started, your background, where you're from, let the people know a little something.
Okay, so yeah, I'm Kandra Flack with Excel Real Estate. I've been doing real estate for 4 years now.
Okay.
I kind of got started by default. I bought a house in 2015, and I kind of watched my realtor and what she did.
Okay.
And so I always had a passion for like interior decorating and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
And so it kind of triggered.
It blossomed from there. Okay.
And so I was working at Smart Regional, and I kind of got burnt out of doing what I was doing.
Same thing. She was just saying, man.
Oh, really? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's about working for yourself now.
Yes. And yeah, I got burnt out, and I said one day I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go take the real estate, course or whatever. And it kind of just came from that. And then in 2020, in 2019, I started doing real estate. And then I was working at the hospital part-time and doing real estate part-time.
Gotcha.
And then 2020, the pandemic hit. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna do real estate. This is it. So
and y'all know what? I'm sitting over here between two women that work for themselves, and I'm still punching a clock. And I don't want to punch that clock no more. And they are really motivating me right now. And that's what's up, though. I mean, that's something we all should want to do. One day you should want to work for yourself and stuff like that. And I think that's big. But Kandra, I got a bunch of questions. I'm not gonna go back with Kim. Kim answered a lot, but what I'm gonna do? Okay, let me see this. I'm gonna go this route with it.
Okay.
You been in it how long now?
4 years.
4 years.
Celebrated 4 years in March.
Oh, congratulations, then. Congratulations. Now, for both of y'all, I'm gonna intertwine this with both of y'all. Is it in the realtor game? Is it a up and down thing? Like, okay, you answer me like one day you could be doing this, and then basically the hurdles and stuff you got to jump over. Is that like one of those things that a lot of the people need to know? Because a lot of people want to get into this industry, and I think with you guys on here today, you can let them know exactly. Okay, it's not gonna be what you think it's gonna be like. It's a grind. It's a hustle. You can be up here. Go ahead and break it down.
I would definitely say that. Like no day is the same for me. Like I'll just be very transparent. In October, I lost 4 deals. So like, you grind it. So like with real estate, we don't get paid until we close on those, until we make a sale.
Okay.
So like how we make it looks easy, but it's a lot harder than what it really is. Like I can tell you, I lost countless hours of sleep trying to make sure, everything happens for my clients and stuff like that. Like I honestly got a client to clear the closing table, and they decided not to buy the house.
That ever happened?
Yes.
Oh man! So let me get it straight. You got them all the way to the end, and they decided, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. Good God Almighty! I know they had to have you hot. I'm sorry, but that's had to. Right. Man, that's crazy, man. But I know a lot of people was asking me like, what it is, how do you go by person? I'm like, hold up. You don't ask me. I say I have a lady that's gonna be on the show that can answer all that for you. So with that being said, I'm gonna get into these questions that they wanted me to ask y'all, and I hope that we can give them a little bit, what they want today, because she expressed a lot, you expressed a lot, and we're gonna talk about this today.
Just giving the people what they want.
And giving them what they want, giving them what they want. Definitely. Okay. Now, I'm gonna break this down. This is somebody want me to ask you. You say you've been in it 4 years? You've been in it?
July will be 5 years for me.
Okay, so 4 years and 5 years. So y'all right neck and neck. Now what made you decide to pick this career, like overall?
Well, so I was at the hospital, so I'm passionate for helping people.
Okay.
So doing real estate, I still get to do what I love, and that's to help people. Okay. It's just in a different aspect of it.
Okay, now let me ask you this, piggyback off that. How long you was at the hospital?
8 years.
Oh man, you was you tough to deal with people. 8 years, I tell you that. And okay, now Kim, I'm gonna go here with you. What's the one common question that buyers ask when buying a house?
The most common question. Well, I'll say even before buying a house, it's how do I get started?
Okay.
How much house can I afford? And that's that circles back to making sure that you have a trustworthy lender.
Gotcha.
Because all lenders are not created equal.
True.
Making sure that you have great lender partners that, will give your clients, the nitty gritty and the raw behind it.
Yeah.
Letting them know that, hey, baby, my house might not be a little bit out of the price range right now.
I understand that.
That's the biggest one for me is, how do I get started?
I got you.
And do they have to pull my credit?
Yes, they got to pull you. Yeah. The credit thing. So the credit thing is major, huh?
Yes.
Now let me ask you something. When they run your credit, I get back to them in a minute. When they run your credit, does it hurt you? Because I hear a lot of people say, I don't want you to run my credit. What does that mean? Why you don't want them to run your credit? Is it that people are sitting here, they scared to know their credit score, or does when they actually run your credit, it knocks your credit down? Because I hear that a lot.
So I would say it does. Like it does knock off a couple of points off your credit score.
Okay, so that's what people talk. Okay.
And then also a lot of people, they are scared of like fear of rejection. Like, what if I don't get approved, or what if this happens? I'm like, well, you won't know where you're at unless you let somebody take a look. Like, we can't help you get to your next level if we don't know where you are.
You're right. You're right about that.
Exactly. It's like, yes, it dings your credit a couple points. But, it also gives you the opportunity to shop around a little bit. I tell all of my prospective clients, once you take that first credit pull, use that as the opportunity to, check 2 or 3 or 4 lenders. See who's going to give you the best rate. See who's going to give you the best, monthly payment or based off of what you're pre-approved for. See who's going to give you, the best opportunities for programs. See who's going to, have the least amount of fees rolled into that loan.
I got you.
Those are the things that's important. And most of my clients, by the time we close, they see those 3 points and they get them back. So it's a short term.
And I always tell people that to make sure you shop around to, see who's going to give you the best deal possible overall. So.
Okay. Well, let me ask y'all this. You're working in the upstate, right? So when you say the upstate, what does that cover? That's Spartanburg, Greenville, what?
Yes.
Anderson too?
Anderson, Cherokee County.
Oh, you got the whole thing.
I'm going to Greenwood when I leave here today, so.
See, it's a grind. And I overheard her, she about to get on her grind when she leaves here.
So when I leave here, I'm shooting up the Easley. I got a listing coming up there, and then I'm going back to Charlotte to show houses.
So y'all see, the grind is always going. So I hope it don't scare y'all, but this Saturday, they working like this on a Saturday. So y'all don't be too scared. All right, I'm gonna get back into some of these questions. Let me see. Let's go here. We already know you guys did that for that long. Now, why do you recommend owning over renting?
Where do I start?
Yeah, somebody sent that to me, and I got a few more that I'm gonna ask y'all.
Okay, owning over renting, and I will give you full disclosure. Homeownership is not for everyone, depending on where you are at the period in your life.
Okay.
Homeownership is it's a huge responsibility. In this market, there's a lot of fluctuations. And to be honest, I'm just gonna keep it real. There's not gonna be $1,000 mortgage payment. That's something that you have to grasp. But the benefits of homeownership is the fact that you're gaining equity throughout the process. So once you buy that home and you stay in it for a little bit, once the prices of the market go up, that's money that you keep. You can invest in that home. You can pull that money out, equity, and use it to, do upgrades. There's all kinds of opportunities that you can do as a homeowner that you don't have the luxury to do as someone that's renting. When you're renting, you're paying someone else's mortgage.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You're paying their mortgage plus something. You don't have a vested stake in the property.
You're right. You don't have a say so, really.
You don't have a say so.
Kind of
so
same
I would
thing.
definitely say what she just said. Building equity, and then if you wanted to, I've had clients to actually, refinance their house.
Yeah, I heard
start a
people
business,
doing that.
With the equity. So basically, you can do what you want to do. Yeah.
All right, now let me ask y'all this. What about the economy right now? What makes it difficult to purchase a house right now?
I would say what makes it difficult right now is the interest rate. So I've had clients who I spoke to in like 2020 and said, hey, I'm going to wait. And then they come back to me this year. And then interest rates are a lot higher than they were in 2020. And they don't even qualify what they qualified for in 2020.
Oh, okay. I got you.
I feel like with the economy and stuff like that, as a realtor, we have to be really creative when in this market right now because interest rates are high. So one of the bigger issues is affordability. Like a lot of people feels like, they're priced out of the market. They can't afford it.
Yeah.
Mortgage rates or, the mortgage payments skyrocket due to the mortgage payment. Interest rates.
Interest rate. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, I will even say, when we say high, that's relative.
Okay.
If we look, back in our parents' generation.
Exactly.
They had 8, 9, and 10% interest rates.
Yeah.
So, that high is relative.
Yes,
it is higher than what we've seen, 2018, 2019, we cashed in on a 2.5.
Yes.
Things are looking really, really great. So, to hear that jump from a 2.5 or 3% to a 6% and possibly a 7%, it can be daunting. So being creative, and having the means to, use that to your advantage. I've got lenders that, that are doing, 2-1 buy downs and 3-2-1 buy downs, which kind of break that.
Yeah, because I was about to ask her, what is
that? Pretty much what that is the seller agrees to pay your mortgage payment for a little bit. They will pay. So if your mortgage is supposed to be, say, $2,000, the seller has agreed to put an extra amount in an account to pretty much supplement your mortgage payment. So if they are giving you, if your mortgage payment is supposed to be $2,000 for the first year, they might supplement it $500 a month.
Okay.
For the second year, they might supplement it $350 a month. That way, it's giving you the opportunity to play with the rates a little bit, and the hopes are that by the time the rate you get to that last year, the rates will have declined so that you can refinance.
Oh man, y'all schooling me today.
So, you gotta be creative.
I didn't know that. Yeah. Okay. Now this is what I want to know, and a lot of people want to know this too, because I hear these 3 letters thrown out there a lot. Break down the HOA fee for me. What is an HOA fee, and why does it exist? Break it down to me, because I just want to know.
HOA is a homeowner association. It helps with like rules and regulations, helps to keep up the neighborhood.
Okay.
A lot of times it covers like amenities in the community, like a pool, cabana, what else? A park. It helps like with regulating rules and stuff for that.
So it's basically just, like you say, it's a rule thing.
Yes.
Okay.
So I have this love-hate relationship with HOAs. And most people do because they don't really understand what their purpose is. So we've all been there. We've driven, in this neighborhood, and we're seeing, we're seeing the grass uncut. We seeing the 10 cars in the driveway.
Yeah.
They got 2 of them hiked up because they've been working on them.
Sound like my neighborhood.
And you see that, and it's, ultimately, just imagine if you're that neighbor next door that's trying to sell their house.
Gotcha.
And people that are prospective buyers have to pass that house to get to yours.
True.
How likely are they to want to move into something next to that?
It ain't happening.
The HOA is there to set regulations and ultimately HOAs are in place to uphold your property value.
Okay.
That's ultimately what they are there for. That's why those rules and regulations.
Now, how much is a HOA fee?
It just kind of varies.
Really?
It just depends on.
Because I want to see what people be freaking out over. Because my neighborhood ain't got a HOA fee, you know that. So what's the highest amount you've seen for a HOA fee?
Highest amount that I've seen.
Yeah, because I'm gonna see if these people really freaking out over something or nothing.
Most of the time, I honestly see them, and they're around like $450, $550.
Oh, well, maybe they got one.
Yeah, so there's gonna be differences in HOA based off of whether you're in a single family or a townhome.
Okay.
When it comes to your townhome communities, they are responsible for a lot more. The majority of your townhomes, they're going to take care of your lawn maintenance. They're going to take care of your exterior.
Yeah.
So they're responsible for your, siding and roofing and things of that nature.
Okay.
Fencing, sometimes they're responsible for. Depending on the HOA, they may take care of your water and sewer. So a lot of that is rolled into those payments.
I got you.
So it just really all depends. Everything is, each neighborhood is different.
It's different.
Highest one I've seen, and of course this is on somewhat of a luxury townhouse has been maybe $250 a month. But again, that's also because they cover lawn.
They cover everything.
They cover everything exterior.
Okay.
Right. I think I seen one last week. I was showing a house to my out of state townhome to my out of state client. I think theirs was like $350 a month.
So $350 on top of the mortgage, and I see why some people be freaking out over this thing.
But if you're in like a single family, it's yearly. So it's
okay.
Yeah, it's not that like it's due by sometime in January, the 15th maybe. Yeah,
okay.
Or so it just really all depends on how that HOA has it separate. They'll break it down quarterly or however. It might be $500 for the year, but then they'll break it down into quarterly payments.
Okay. Well, let me ask y'all this then. This is something else that was brought to my attention. Y'all already know it's a grind being a realtor. Now, I'm going to go one by one. Kandra, I'm going to start with you.
Okay.
What does a typical day consist for you in this realtor field?
So,
break it down.
So I have like a set schedule, and it's not really a set schedule. Like Mondays and Tuesdays are my admin days. I try not to leave the house, those days. So those days consist of me catching up on paperwork, following up on clients. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm out in the field. In the field working.
Okay.
Showing houses, doing final walkthroughs, blue tape days. Just open houses, networking, doing all that stuff. But I do have on my phone, I have like a schedule. My phone is over there. So I'm like, I try to plan my day out. So 6 a.m., I'm up, I'm praying, I'm like meditating, doing whatever.
Doing what you gotta do.
Yes. Between 7 and 8, I'm dropping my kids off, daycare. And then whatever else comes after that, like 9 to 10 or 9 to 11, I'm like kind of prospecting, making content, doing social media posts. It's just different stuff, following up on phone calls, emails, just different things like that.
Okay.
But I would definitely say no day is like the same. I mean, I can set a schedule, but I don't always, it don't always happen how I want it to happen.
I got you.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with it. When you say what is a typical day?
Yeah, I want to know. I'm like, man.
I don't really have one, but going back to what she said, having that schedule, or something like it, is very, very important. So when I get up, I spend some personal time with myself, allow me to, reflect, read, just get my mind right for the day that I have coming.
Okay.
I have my schedule set that I don't take any appointments or do anything outside of my office before 1 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
So whether it's social media, whether it's administrative tasks, whether it's, following up with somebody that I, met at the grocery store that's, interested in, purchasing a home, I try to make sure that I get those things done first while my mind is still focused, because once I leave the house, anything can happen.
True.
If I have a consultation with a client, it was only allowed to be scheduled after 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Any consultations, any listing appointments, any showings, blue tape, whatever, after 2 o'clock.
After 2 o'clock.
In the event that I can't maneuver, with another vendor's schedule, then I will possibly take it in the morning. But if there's an activity in my day that I'm missing, whether it's, my social media planning or, my lead generating or, reaching out to a vendor or a lender, then I make sure that I shift that around and I replace it. I replace it with what I've missed.
And that's big too, the power of social media lately, because I see both of you guys post, you know what I mean? And, and what I want to let y'all know something, man. Y'all don't understand a share can go a long way. It don't cost you a thing. You know what I mean? And that's why I tell a lot of people, you can be supportive in a lot of ways other than, purchasing or buying, cause I've had a lot of things happen to me just based off somebody sharing the post or hearsay. You know what I mean? So if y'all watching this, and I know y'all gonna watch this, y'all share these young ladies' posts, and they've given us a lot. But right now, I'm gonna take their mind out of the realtor thing. We're gonna have a little fun for a minute, okay? Because on my podcast, we get nitty gritty, we get down to it, but we also have a little fun too. So I want to know, we gonna start off with something. What type of music do y'all like? See, this is what I get great at. You know, this is my part of the show where I do my thing. R&B, rap. I want to know
everything.
Everything? Okay, check this out. So we're gonna go R&B right quick. Okay, I need to know. Let's start with Kandra. You need to know. I want to put on the spot just like that. I want to know her favorite R&B artist right now.
R&B artist, I would definitely say Summer Walker right now.
Good for Summer Walker. She be talking stuff too. Yes, she do. Woo! What about you, Miss Kim?
Ari Lennox.
Oh yes,
man. See they.
And Coco Jones.
Okay.
Shouts out to Coco, because y'all know I love Coco. My wife know that too. Coco, love you. But anyway, that's dope. Now, y'all gave me a woman, so give me a man. Is the men that we're not listening to the men right now? Is that what's going on? Oh, whoever jump first, we're gonna go with that.
Right now?
Okay, I'll tell you what, give me right now, then give me your favorite one of all time.
Right now? Givian.
You put me on something right there. Hold up, I'm lost. Wait a minute. Yeah. Give me the song. What? Givian.
Oh man, why can I not think of it?
Come on now.
There's several.
There's several? Don't make me pull them up on YouTube right
now.
No,
you're gonna have to, because it's one of those things that, you know, it's on my soothing.
Oh, it is.
And I kind of, you know, just vibe out to it.
Okay. Givian.
Givian's a good one. Lucky Day is always, you know.
Yeah, I got that one. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Heartbreak Anniversary. Yeah. Yeah. I got you now. I don't need to play him. I know what you're talking about. Kandra? This is for y'all to get to know these ladies outside of the realtor field and let y'all know exactly who they listen to, and they're just like us. So
I just recently started Vito. He has a new album out right now.
Okay.
I haven't made it all the way through the track just yet, but what I've heard so far is pretty good.
Okay. So we got that R&B, that music, you know, that music choice. Do we have any sports fans in the building?
Oh yeah.
One, she just say that.
I mean, by default, my husband. So.
Okay, what is this team?
So for football, he's a Steelers fan.
Oh God, don't tell her that. Please don't tell her that. Okay.
For basketball, he's a Laker fan.
My man. I like him.
And then we like the Gamecocks.
Okay, true. Shouts out to the Gamecocks.
We got a lot of similar.
Yeah, I see that. That's why I'm combining this together. Like, hey, and maybe y'all can do some networking when this is over too, man. So sure. We got Pittsburgh Steelers fans here, Lakers fans.
I am a Denver Broncos fan.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
I was like, where did that come from?
Where did that come from?
I've always been a Peyton Manning fan.
For real?
Always have been. Followed him for the longest.
Wow.
So yes, I originally was a Colt fan back in the day.
Yeah, you followed him.
Yeah, and I followed him.
Hey, man.
You know, when we won that, Super Bowl and beat the Panthers, but we ain't gonna go there.
Yeah.
So I've stayed a Broncos fan since then, and that is where my loyalty is currently. Basketball, I'm a Lakers fan.
You're a Laker, right?
I am.
You know where I'm going with this,
fan.
right?
I am not a LeBron.
Okay, I'm just making sure you're a Laker.
I'm a Lakers fan. I'm not a LeBron fan.
Okay. It's just your thing.
Yeah, that's just my thing.
Okay.
And then Gamecock Nation forever to thee. That's my life right there.
Well, I can't lie. Them lady Gamecocks, I got to give it to them. I don't even look at the guys like that. I look at the ladies, because they way more better than the guys. But I agree with you on the Peyton Manning thing, because I don't know if you remember, I'm not a Patriot fan. I'm a Tom Brady fan. So when Tom Brady left and went to Tampa Bay, okay. So we on the same page. But here we got some Steelers fans in the building, okay?
Yeah, my whole family Steelers.
Really?
Everybody, yes.
So y'all got the terrible flag waving. Oh my God! I'm glad she ain't in here right now, man, because she would really love that. So we got y'all R&B. We got your sports thing. Let me ask y'all something. What's next for you guys? What do you see yourself in the? I'm gonna give it a 5 year span. Each of y'all, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I hope to have my own brokerage. I'm already leveraging in business now. I have a two showing assistants, a transaction coordinator. And I hope to go and take the broker's class so I can start my own firm. I just
Okay. Yeah. That's what's up.
That's awesome. Those are great plans. Kind of the reverse of that. When I first started, I always wanted to own my own firm.
Oh, okay.
That is not where I am right now.
What?
It is the complete opposite. But I am actually in the process of forming a team at my current firm. One thing you don't realize until you actually start, doing the research and taking those steps is, there's a lot of red tape and paperwork and a lot of liability when it comes to owning a firm.
Okay.
It is a lot of responsibility. It is a glorified babysitting situation, to be honest.
I got you.
Because you are responsible for the actions of everyone underneath you. And I dealt with broker insurance. My actual, one of the brokers in my firm currently was sharing with me, that he lost his license.
Oh man.
A couple of years ago because of the actions of a person underneath him.
Whoa.
And that's really scary for me.
It sure is.
To know that my license could be in jeopardy
because of somebody
else's actions.
Yeah, that ain't.
So 5-year plan for me, team. Personal investments.
Okay.
Actually in the process of working on my first investment property. Got some flips that I'm going to be actually working on as well.
Okay.
And doing a lot more mentoring and coaching.
Exactly.
Than actually being hands-on. I'm actually certified mentor for my company right now.
Okay, that's cool.
So getting that, get my foot wet in with being on the mentorship side. But ultimately just, being able to travel, live life.
Exactly.
And, live the life that I've designed it to be based on.
That's right.
Yeah, she said a lot there. I'm actually a certified mentor too. I'm one of the coaches at my brokerage, so I have 3 mentees right now.
Oh, okay.
Me and my partner, we partnered up and getting ready to do our first flip too as well.
Shouts out to y'all then. Okay.
Right, yeah, because I honestly, real estate, we can do really well in real estate, but I also feel like it's still like paycheck to paycheck,
I got you.
You gotta do something differently, start investing some of the money.
Exactly.
Yeah, they always say, I'm in the process of, coaches need coaches too. So I'm in the process of actually taking on a productivity coach to help, level up my business to the next step. And what we've always, been told, and one of the things that I hear from individuals that do real estate, like really on a high level, is for every year that you're in real estate, you should have some kind of investment property to show for it.
Okay.
Which means that not only are you, you're getting the transactions coming in, but then you're also feeding your residual income. So that way, if you have a situation where, 4 closings fall out in a month, it's not something that you're stressed out about because you've got that residual coming in.
And that's good to have too. You're right about that.
Yeah, you've got that residual coming in. And I'm even, I'm also recently started in commercial real estate as well.
Okay.
So not just, doing residential and the home sales, doing commercial real estate and commercial leasing as well. Because, in the market where I am, it's something that's,
it's Charlotte, right? Yeah.
Charlotte is my primary market, but I'm licensed in North and South Carolina.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I did my first commercial deal back in September of last year. My mentee, I don't want to speak on it too much, but she got a big one under contract right now.
That's good. That's awesome. That's good. Hey, shouts out to y'all, man. Real talk, man. Real talk. Well, if y'all heard what they want to be in 5 years, man, you got to know them a little better with the questions I asked, and y'all really spoke a lot today about, with me moving forward with trying to, purchase a home, and I think this one was a big eye opener, and I think a lot of people gained a lot from this, But before I get off this, before we go, I need y'all to give the people something. Just like I like to do this with my podcast. Y'all already say y'all like your mentors, right? So I like to consider myself as a mentor too. And if somebody told me they really think I can become the voice of the city. And what I like doing is bringing everybody together And like I say, at the end of this podcast, maybe y'all can do some networking. And that's what the One Nation thing is all about. You know, I don't look at color. I don't look at none of that. If you can help the next person, you know, go ahead and so be it. So is there any motivation y'all want to give the people that's going to watch this today, whether they're going into realtor or anything, you know, and I'll start with whoever want to go first.
Okay, yeah, I would definitely say, you know, whatever your desires are in life, just go after them. I remember when I got started in real estate, I quit every day for a year.
What?
I quit every day.
What? Wait a minute.
For a whole year. Had I not stayed on this journey, I wouldn't be where I was at, you know, where I'm at today. So definitely go after whatever you want to go after and, you know, work hard to get there.
So to piggyback off that, you know, your journey is yours.
Okay.
Don't let outside influences, don't let, you know, imposter syndrome take over. Don't let, you know, seeing what individuals portray on social media let you doubt yourself. You know, that has been one of the biggest things for me. Is,
Okay.
You know, knowing that I am enough. I am
You are
strong enough. I am great enough to do it. And it may not be in the timeline that someone else does it, but I'm still going to do it because I set my goal.
And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna tell you what I love to see. My family is well. I'm gonna go like this. My mother's side, bunch of women. Not gonna lie, and I love to see a strong Black woman doing their thing in this industry. Because if you don't know, I got a very strong passion for women, because I watched my mother do the same thing you guys doing. She wasn't a realtor, but she was the jack of all trades. She could do it all. And I just want to applaud y'all today, man, for, you know, sticking with it, doing your thing. And like you say, in 5 years, I hope to look up and see y'all accomplish them goals. You know, so give yourself a round of applause, man. Real talk. And y'all heard it from them. You got the motivation from Kim, from Kandra. You always get it from me. And hey, I need y'all to shout y'all's business out so these people know where y'all at, so they can purchase a home for y'all before we go.
All right, let's do it. Kimberly Jenkins with eXp Realty, licensed in North and South Carolina, servicing residential and commercial real estate. Follow me on all socials. Kimberly sells the Carolinas.
All right.
Okay, and I'm Kandra Flack. I'm in the upstate. It's real estate. Greenville, service the whole upstate. Follow me on Facebook, TikTok. Keys with Kandra is your girl. Thank you.
Okay, man, and that's gonna be it, ladies. We had a great time today. I enjoyed it. How about y'all? Now, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spin the block with y'all one more time. So get ready. I'm gonna shoot y'all a message probably later on this year. We're gonna come back and do this again, man. And this has been the One Nation Podcast 864, and I'm signing off with these ladies. Peace.